occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's
Jim, this one always matters.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Gakpo to McAllister. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Matheus Nunes. Here's Haaland. Rodri. Foden. Out to the left it goes. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Now it's Foden. Sabinho. Gravenberg does well to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played out wide. Bob! He's done very well to get to that.
Bob really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Van Dijk. McAllister. Gakpo. And it's Van Dijk. And Robertson. Van Dijk. He's picked his way through. Bob. He's found a way through. Bob crosses it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Robertson. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. And it's Salah. Now Gakpo. And it's Robertson. Gakpo. Great vision.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Haaland. Matheus Nunes. Well read, nice interception. Szoboszlai. Passing is crisp and sharp. Frimpong. Well read, and the danger is averted. Matheus Nunes. McAllister receives it in a good position here. Oh, that was vital. Savinho. Rodri. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross in, looks like a good one. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gakpo gets into some space. Oh, that's nice. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Foden. Reinders. Now Foden. Now it's Isak. Gakpo. He is through here. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Szoboszlai. Out towards the flank. Gakpo tries to pass it through. McAllister. Savinho. And it's Reinders. Can he get it through? Oh, super find. Now it's Reinders. Now it's Savinho. And a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Reinders, nicely spread. Robertson cuts out the pass. Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. McAllister. Gravenberg opts for safety. And Konate. Looking for options for movement. Reinders. Savinho in with the challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. That's very neat, and he's managed to get free. Defending of the desperate variety. Reinders. And it's Reinders. Robertson calmly anticipates. He's had it taken off him. Matheus Nunes. Reinders. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now he's off and running. Guardiola. Bob. McAllister. Szoboszlai. Over to the left. And Gravenberg. This looks promising.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Robertson could try cutting inside here. And it's McAllister. Foden. Szoboszlai. He's had a shot! Reinders. Rodri. Foden. He shifted it to the flank. O'Reilly picks it up out wide. He has found the way through. Savinho is onto this. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Mohamed Salah. Can he spark a counter here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Szoboszlai!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Look at the space. Can he finish? Goal! There is the breakthrough. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 25 minutes is number 9.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Reinders. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Nunez. He is through here! And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Nunez. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Crosses it in. Played out to the left flank. Gakpo. Now, what about a counter-attack? He has found the way through. And it's Robertson. Now it's Gakpo. To McAllister. Gravenberg. Foden producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gakpo. Looking for the run. Isak. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! A collect. Matches Nunez. And Bob. And it's Reinders. Can he latch on to this? Bob. Robertson gets a foot in here. Deals out once more. Now it's Nunez, and it's played it. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Szoboszlai. Rodri. Reinders. Rodri. That has been slung wide. Aimed beyond the defence. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Knocks it into space. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Mohamed Salah. Foden. And Savinho. And it's Reinders. Matches Nunez. Here's Rodri. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. O'Reilly. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's in a great chance! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 9, Alexander Isak.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? O'Reilly looking to hit the byline here. Konate coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Can he get on the end of this? And that's put paid to a promising move. O'Reilly. Now it's Savinho, and that's gone loose. Konate. Van Dijk. Robertson. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Gravenberg. And it's Gravenberg. And it's Szoboszlai. Always onto this. And that is a little undercooked. Not the most accurate pass. Reinders. Haaland. Gakpo. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Gakpo. Very nicely done. Reinders. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, the ball's run loose here. O'Reilly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Nunez. Good ball, good take. Shot could be on. Savinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gakpo. And here's Soboslai. And he welcomes it in. Out to the right. He has a look up.
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And they've got a throw. Robertson. Now Gakpo. And it's Robertson. McAllister. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Savinho. Great defending, strong and determined. Frimpong. Konate. It's Van Dijk. And it's Robertson. Robertson.
2 added minutes has
McAllister.
been indicated.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's McAllister. And Gravenberch. Mohamed Salah running with the ball. Reinders. And it's Soboslai.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, shoot! And the shot! Foden. Bob. Matheus Nunes. Vardiol. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Please
Oh,
join me
well,
in
the
wishing
pickings
all the best
certainly
to
have
members
been rich
of
in
our
this
fan
first
club
half.
celebrating
Well, I think
their
the message
wedding
from the manager at
anniversary
half-time will be
today.
pretty simple,
Everyone, please
Peter.
welcome to the
He's
field
going to want them
our
to play
players.
at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Liverpool are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Gakpo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Savinho out for a throw. O'Reilly looking to go deep. Oh, smashing in for the pieces, and it's in. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The goal scorer after 48 minutes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Frimpong. And it's Salah. And it's Gravenberch. For Szoboszlai. McAllister. Szoboszlai. And here's Isak. Who's looking wide. Isak. Reinders. Savinho. McAllister. Salah. Tries to play it through. And he's cut it out.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Szoboszlai plays it short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now they can spring out of defence. Konate wins the duel this time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Szoboszlai. Nice control. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Matheus Nunes. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Gakpo. Robertson has it in a wide position. Gakpo. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Szoboszlai. And it's Salah. Savinho. Now it's Foden. And Bob. Bob proves just a little bit too strong. Robertson concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Reinders threads one in. McAllister. Gakpo. Bob. Now Foden. Bob. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Little pass back. And it's Salah. Tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McAllister. Spread it left. And here's Gakpo. Bob, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Savinho. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? Savinho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And here comes the corner. They've played it short. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. That's a nicely shaped ball. Ruben Dias. O'Reilly. Haaland is herring after that one. They're powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing...
He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Frimpong. Gravenberg. Frimpong. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah, who does have an assist to his name. Reinders. Now it's Haaland. Robertson. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Foden. Now it's Haaland. And now the breakaway. He's through here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And he's forced to go back. Spread out to the left. Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Driving on and making good progress. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Haaland. Oh, he's burst through. Thinks about the shot. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Konate. Now Van Dijk. Robertson. McAllister. It's Van Dijk. Rodri. Bob looking understandably energised after his goal. Bob providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Tries the cut back. Now it's Savinho. Real chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Mohamed Salah. So what can they make of this? And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Savinho. Rodri. Reinders. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Szoboszlai. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mohamed Salah has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Foden. Now it's Savinho.
Oh, great feat that.
He's got away. Savinho. Szoboszlai cuts it out. Mohamed Salah. That's an imaginative pass. Spread neatly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Reinders. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Savinho. Now Foden. Reinders. Looking for the run. He's on it, can he get away? Shoots! He scored! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead. Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson. Now it's Isak. Foot in. Tries to play it through. Now it's Haaland.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Robertson. And it's Van Dijk. And Konate. Gravenberg. And it's Frimpong. Played into space out wide. That's tidy. Salah cross. Oh, what a climb! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Gakpo does well to get it back. Shot, surely! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Is number 11, Mohamed Salah.
Liverpool take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Spread it left. Mohamed Salah. To McAllister. Van Dijk. Robertson. Not the most convincing of passes. That has not gone well. And that's really well manoeuvred. Wriggles his way through. He's away. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now it's Isak. Mohamed Salah. And the pass is intercepted. Foden. Frimpong. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Reinders. He's found a way through. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Robertson.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Soboslai. Chance for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. It's their second corner of the game. O'Reilly getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Foden. Gravenberg. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Isak. Vardiol. Ball played for Matheus Nunes. Foden. Sabinho. Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk. And it's McAllister. Robertson. Konate. And Frimpong. Gakpo. Now it's Szoboszlai. It's in! Offside.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Liverpool clearly now in lead preservation mode. Van Dijk. And it's Robertson. Savinho.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, it's come to nothing. And the counter is on. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Robertson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
O'Reilly. Marmoush. Mohamed Salah. And it's McAllister. Can he get it through? Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kovacic. Marmoush. Bob. Marmoush. Good ball, good take. He's gone for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's superb.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. McAllister could move up a gear here. Gakpo in acres of space out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Marmoush. And it's O'Reilly. Rodri. O'Reilly. And Kovacic. And it's made its way to him. O'Reilly. And it's Kovacic. Plays it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a mighty effort! No mistake! Deep, deep into injury time! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
We have got ourselves a game here. Frimpong. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Gakpo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game, reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players
Please be
celebrating
aware
with the
that
fans.
smoking is
Everyone
only
pumped.
permitted in
Takes me
designated
back.
areas within these grounds.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.